Notepad Pod. I'm Alicia and I'm trying to write my dissertation. Trying being the operative word, and I really just wanted to sit down and talk a little bit about art dissertations and my feelings on it. My goal today is to write 600 words. Shall we see how much we've written so far? We have written a whole 97 words. And it is currently 1 o'clock. So for those of you that don't know, I'm studying fine art at CSM and I am in my 3rd year. It's been a bit of a weird ride, what with COVID, Miss Corona and everything. The last academic year we had to write a research plan, which I talked about in a couple of my other videos, but now we are on to the big un, the bad boy, the dissertation. And some of you might be wondering, why do you have to write a dissertation on a fine art degree? Very good question. Not all art degrees, I think, ask for the same level of dissertation. My dissertation is 6,000 to 6,500 words long. I know even within my university, another course, they have the option of doing a presentation and a 3,000 word essay. I think the question of whether dissertations are necessary as a whole is like something that should really be discussed, especially for artists, because I do know some people on my course who specifically enjoy art because it doesn't focus on your skill set with academic writing, but when you get to degree level it is still set to a very academic format, which can be quite inaccessible for neurodiverse people with dyslexia or dyspraxia. The university do give some help towards that, but even so, the deadlines are ridiculous. I have 3 weeks to write 6,000 words for my draft before anyone properly looks at my dissertation and tells me whether I'm doing it right or doing it wrong. And then my full dissertation with references and everything is due in January. Anyone on a different degree course will know that that is very fast. Normally you have most of the year and it'll be due in sort of June time. They're normally a larger word count. For an art course, the reason we get our dissertation done so early is because we have a degree show, which is focused on our art practice or the work that we've created across the year. But there has been controversy around the degree show as well, so if you want me to make a video on that, let me know. I have thoughts, so many thoughts. I wanted to let you know a little bit about how I'm feeling about the dissertation. It's been more stressful in terms of figuring out exactly what I want to write about, because unlike other courses which may give you a specific question or a proposal for a kind of research study that you then write about, where you go out and you collect data, art dissertations are normally self-led, so you write the question yourself, and it can really be about anything from art history, art theory, contemporary art. It can be about the structure of art institutions. It could be about class, race, gender. It can be about so many different things, and they often suggest that it links to the art that you enjoy making. One of the key things that they ask is that you reference 2 or 3 different practitioners or artists, so that can be painters, filmmakers, writers. There's so many different ways you could go with it. Another thing to say is that the dissertation I do, they do allow for more creative styles. So you could write part of it as poetry or as a story, or you could do interviews, but as long as it relates to the topic that you're doing your dissertation on. So with that being said, basically they just say go out and read and figure it out, and do the research. And that took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to do my dissertation on, and then also trying to figure out how to write it. It's good to do an essay plan. I've not done an essay plan. You know what? We might do that. Shall we do that? I also have my actual notebook where I will write up about articles or about lectures. I am an analogue gal. I need everything tangible and in front of me, but that can make things really slow. So what I have done this year is, when I have been taking quotes from books, I have been writing them up on my laptop and then printing them out so that I can have them, which means that my desk is currently covered in quotes and material. It's quite overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. If I can say anything about the way my mind works when writing something like this, I come up with the idea, the overall question or theme, then I research the hell out of it. Then normally I just start writing, but in this instance I'm gonna write a little plan. Bam. So with that being said, I'm gonna go away and try and write, and let's see what my word count can be by the end. Check in with you later. We have written about 200 words, but I have zero food in the house, and one thing you cannot do is write a dissertation on an empty stomach.
Got too overwhelming, so I started running. It stopped being fun and making myself numb isn't helping. I got to learn to deal with the way I feel. If this is reality, don't know what I expected. Just for a moment, I can't put this down. Things are getting crazy, lately I'm in hazy. Oh, and I've been praying someone will come and save me. The birds are flying south, I'm frozen in my doubt. Got nowhere to go from here, so I'll stick around. Just for a moment, I can't put this down. Baby, just for a moment, drown these voices out. Slow burn, mind is a world away.
So it is currently 5:45, so I did a couple hours today. I'm not making this as a way for anyone to compare themselves, because naturally I take way longer researching than I do writing, so a couple of hours to some people might be a couple of hundred words, it might be 1,000 words, I cannot say. But I feel a lot better for getting started. Have I really stuck to a structure? You know, my little plan? Not really. That's an issue for a different day. That's an issue for a different Alicia, but I'm pretty happy with the start I've made. In conclusion, for anyone that is on an art course and feels equally terrified about their dissertation, I'm with you. It's really time to let my hair down. Yeah. If you would like a video more on tips for research or referencing, please do let me know, because I know that that is a nightmare, and a lot of art schools don't really go into a lot of detail. They send you to some websites and make you figure it out on your own. But I hope you're well, that you're staying sane. Don't let the dis get to you. Also, if you like this video, give it a little like, give us a cheeky subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Stay here and watch the flame. Now I'm focusing on all my breathing.